Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a rather intriguing topic that is often discussed but seldom understood. We're going to explore the world of first impressions, specifically focusing on 8 things a woman notices in a man at first sight. But we're going to add a unique twist to this discussion. We're going to approach it through the lens of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes the development of character and virtue as a means to achieve a good life. So if you're a man seeking to understand what catches a woman's attention, or a woman curious to know if your observations align with our list, or even if you're just a philosophy enthusiast, this video is for you. Let's unfold this mystery together and see what insights we can gain. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Alright, let's dive right into our first main point. Confidence. Confidence is a trait that women notice immediately when they meet a man. It's an aura that radiates from within and is not defined by flashy clothes or expensive cars. But let's be clear, confidence is not about arrogance or being overly dominant. It's about being comfortable with who you are and not being afraid to express your true self. Stoicism teaches us about the importance of self-assurance. It tells us that confidence comes from a deep understanding and acceptance of oneself. It's about knowing your worth, your strengths, and your weaknesses. When a man aligns with his values and is unapologetically himself, it is undeniably attractive. A confident man doesn't need to boast or show off because his actions speak louder than words. He listens and respects others' opinions, even when they differ from his own. He's comfortable in his own skin, and he doesn't feel the need to impress or seek validation from others. You see, confidence is like a magnet. It draws people in. It's captivating and enchanting. It's an intriguing mystery that women want to unravel. A man who is confident in his abilities and secure in his decisions is highly appealing to women. But how does a man gain this confidence? Stoicism provides an answer. It tells us that confidence is born from self-discipline, perseverance, and resilience. It's about challenging yourself, stepping out of your comfort zone, and facing your fears head-on. It's about embracing failure as a stepping stone to success and seeing every obstacle as an opportunity to grow. Remember, confidence is not something you are born with. It's something you cultivate. So, don't worry if you feel like you're lacking in this department. You can build your confidence one step at a time. So, are you ready to embrace the Stoic path to confidence? If so, you might be wondering what the other traits are that women notice at first sight. Well, stay tuned because in the next segment, we're going to talk about a trait that might surprise you. It's something that you might not think is important, but it's actually a major game changer. Can you guess what it is? Let's find out in the next segment. Moving on to the second thing a woman notices at first sight, eye contact. Now, what's so significant about eye contact? Well, it's all about communication. The eyes, as they say, are the windows to the soul, and they can convey emotions, intentions, and thoughts without uttering a single word. When a man makes direct eye contact, it shows confidence and attentiveness. It tells a woman that he's genuinely interested in her and what she has to say. It's a powerful nonverbal communication tool that, when used correctly, can create an instant connection. But here's the catch. There's a fine line between engaging eye contact and a creepy stare. You want to show interest without making her feel uncomfortable. It's all about striking that balance. A good rule of thumb is the 50-70 rule. Maintain eye contact for 50 of the time while speaking and 70 while listening. This shows that you're not only confident but also respect her and value her inputs. However, the art of eye contact goes beyond just the conversation. It's also about how a man looks at a woman overall. A respectful, appreciative look can make a woman feel truly seen and valued, while a disrespectful or objectifying gaze can do the exact opposite. Remember, Stoicism is all about self-control and respect for others. So while it's important to show interest and appreciation, it's equally crucial to do so in a way that respects her boundaries and makes her feel comfortable. So how well do you think you use eye contact when interacting with women? Are you conveying confidence and interest, or are you crossing into uncomfortable territory? Stay tuned for our next point as we delve into something that speaks much louder than words, body language. You might be surprised to learn just how much your gestures, posture, and movements can reveal about you. Moving on to the third point, which is a man's attitude towards others. This is an aspect that a woman notices almost instantly. It's not just about how he interacts with her, but also how he treats those around him. You see, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of virtue and moral character, and one of the key virtues is justice, which includes how we behave towards others. Women tend to be intuitive and observant, so they quickly notice a man's attitude. They notice how he treats the waiter at a restaurant, how he interacts with his friends, and even how he responds to a stranger asking for directions. A man's attitude towards others reveals a lot about his character. Is he kind, respectful, and considerate? Or is he rude, dismissive, or even arrogant? Remember, actions speak louder than words, and these actions reveal his true character, not his public image or what he claims to be. Stoicism teaches us to treat everyone with fairness, dignity, and respect, regardless of their status or relationship with us. This is because we all share a common humanity. So a man who embodies this Stoic principle will naturally attract women because it shows his maturity, empathy, and strong moral character. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be a pushover or people pleaser. It's about showing respect and kindness while also standing firm on your principles and boundaries. It's about being assertive but not aggressive. It's about listening and understanding, but not being a doormat. So, the next time you're out in a social situation, be mindful of how you treat those around you. Remember, a woman is observing and she's noticing more than you might think. But what if you're more of an introvert? Can a Stoic man still be attractive to women? Well, stick around for the next point, where we will dive into the role of introversion in the Stoic philosophy and its impact on first impressions. You might be surprised at what you find out. Main point 4, level of control. It's not just about how a man looks, but also how he carries himself. A woman will notice the level of control a man has over his emotions, reactions, and overall life. It comes down to Stoicism, this ancient philosophy that teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means of overcoming destructive emotions. Think about it. A man who can keep his cool in stressful situations, who doesn't let his emotions get the better of him, is not only attractive but also demonstrates resilience, maturity, and strength. These are qualities that women find appealing in a potential partner. Stoicism is not about suppressing your emotions. Rather, it's about acknowledging them and then making informed decisions without being overwhelmingly influenced by them. It's about maintaining a calm, composed demeanor and responding rather than reacting to situations. So, gentlemen, when you walk into a room, a woman isn't just looking at your clothes or your hair. She's looking at how you interact with others, how you respond to unexpected events, how you deal with stress or disagreements. She's looking to see if you are the calm in the storm, the rock that stands firm amidst the crashing waves. But here's the question. How does one cultivate such stoic control? What are the steps to mastering your emotions and reactions? And how can you use Stoicism to not only attract women, but also lead a more balanced and fulfilling life? Stay tuned, because that's what we'll be diving into in our next section. You won't want to miss it. Now moving on to our fifth main point, dress sense. Ladies, we all know that first impressions count, and a man's outfit can say a lot about him before he even opens his mouth. A man who takes the time to dress well suggests that he takes pride in his appearance and pays attention to detail. He's not necessarily a fashionista, but he knows how to put together an outfit that flatters his physique and is appropriate for the occasion. Imagine you're at a casual gathering, and a man walks in wearing a well-fitted pair of jeans, a crisp shirt, and clean shoes. The chances are you'll notice him. Why? Because he's made an effort to look good, and that's attractive. It's not about the price tag or brand names. It's about a man showing that he understands the importance of presentation. Also, a man's dress sense can give you a glimpse into his personality. Does he wear bold colors that indicate a fun and outgoing personality? Or does he stick to neutrals, suggesting a more reserved and down-to-earth character? These subtle cues can reveal more than you might think. However, we should not mistake a good dress sense for vanity. There's a difference between a man who understands style and a man who's obsessed with his image. The former is attractive because it shows self-respect and maturity, while the latter can be a red flag, indicating insecurity or narcissism. So ladies, the next time you meet a man, pay attention to his dress sense. It could tell you a lot about his personality, his attitude, his self-esteem, and even his lifestyle. Remember, the devil is in the detail. Now, aren't you curious about what the next thing is that a woman notices in a man at first sight? Stay tuned because this one might surprise you. Main point 6, listening skills. Now, you may think that women are only interested in men who are good talkers, who can charm them with their words. But the truth is, what women really notice and appreciate in a man is his ability to listen. Yes, you heard it right, listening skills. Listening is not just about staying silent when the other person is talking. It's about showing genuine interest in what they're saying, responding appropriately, and remembering the details. It's about making the other person feel heard, understood, and valued. Listening skills, my friends, are a true testament to your emotional intelligence and your capacity for empathy. Think about it. How many times have you been in a conversation where you felt like the other person wasn't really listening to you? They were just waiting for their turn to speak, maybe even interrupting you to make their point. It's frustrating, isn't it? Now imagine how it feels for a woman when she's talking to a man who does the same. It's not a good look, trust me. On the other hand, a man who listens, really listens, is rare and precious. He makes a woman feel special, like she's the only person in the room. He makes her feel like her thoughts, her feelings, her experiences matter. And that, my friends, is incredibly attractive. So the next time you're in a conversation with a woman, try to listen more than you talk. Show her that you're interested in what she has to say, not just in getting your own point across. It might take a bit of practice, but I promise you it will be worth it. And remember, being a good listener doesn't mean you have to agree with everything she says. It simply means you respect her enough to hear her out, to consider her perspective. That's what real men do. But how do we improve our listening skills? And what is the 7th thing a woman notices in a man at first sight? Stay tuned to find out. Main point 7, mindfulness and presence. One of the most powerful traits that a woman notices in a man at first sight is his mindfulness and presence. This is a trait that's deeply rooted in Stoicism. Stoics believe in the importance of focusing on the present moment, and this can be incredibly appealing when it translates into a man's behavior. So what does mindfulness and presence look like in a man? It means he's not constantly checking his phone. He's not looking around the room when he's talking to you, and he's not constantly distracted by his own thoughts. Instead, he's fully engaged in the moment. He's listening actively to what you're saying, he's responding thoughtfully, and he's showing genuine interest in you and the conversation. When a man is mindful and present, it shows that he's not just physically there with you, but also emotionally and mentally present. It shows that he values your time and company. It's a sign of respect and interest. This kind of presence is magnetic. It draws people in and makes them feel seen and appreciated. And remember, mindfulness isn't just about being present with others, it's about being present with oneself. A man who is in tune with his own feelings and thoughts, who takes the time to reflect and understand himself, is a man who can bring depth and authenticity into his relationships. So ladies, if you notice a man being truly present and mindful, know that you've found someone who understands the Stoic philosophy of embracing the present moment. And gentlemen, if you're looking to attract the attention of a woman, try incorporating more mindfulness into your daily life. You'll not only become more appealing, but you'll also find a greater sense of peace and fulfillment within yourself. Now, are you ready for the final trait that a woman notices in a man at first sight? This last one might surprise you, so stay tuned. Main point 8, authenticity. This is a big one, ladies and gentlemen, authenticity. When a woman first meets a man, she is instinctively looking for signs of genuineness. She wants to know if you are comfortable in your skin, if you are real, if what she sees is what she gets. Authenticity is all about being true to who you are and embracing your individuality. Women are incredibly intuitive and can often tell when a man is putting on a facade. You might be able to fool some people with a fake persona, but most women can see right through it. They'll notice if you're pretending to be someone you're not, and it's a major turnoff. Authenticity also means being honest and transparent. If a man is genuinely authentic, he doesn't need to put on a show or exaggerate his achievements. His actions, his words, his attitudes speak for themselves. And this is what women truly appreciate. A man who is not afraid to show his true colors. Someone who is proud of who he is and doesn't feel the need to be anything else. A Stoic man understands this. He knows that he is enough just as he is. He isn't constantly striving to impress or prove himself to others because he's confident in his own skin. This authenticity is magnetic, and women are naturally drawn to it. But remember, authenticity isn't about being perfect. It's about being real and owning your flaws, your strengths, your passions, and your quirks. So guys, if you're looking to make a great first impression, start by being authentic. Show her the real you. Now, are you ready to apply these insights and make a powerful first impression? But wait, there's more. How about we delve deeper into Stoicism and its influence on modern relationships in our next segment? Trust me, you don't want to miss this.